We are live. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us, even though it's just me right now. Josie will be over here in a brief moment. 5 minutes. She's giving me the 5-minute sign. So we got some early people in the chat so far. Say a quick shout out to the people that are here early. As always, my man Cernock, even though I just realized after the whole Harry Humstone situation that it's pronounced Chernock, but I don't know. I've been saying Cernock this whole time. I'm gonna roll with Cernock if that's okay with you, Chernock. But yo, I got some stuff for you. I don't know, on the tank scale where everything's gonna be, but I got one piece that I think might be a good high number on the tank scale. So I'm kind of excited for that. And I did bring a hat that you've already seen, but I brought it for everybody else because I always send everything cool that I find to Cernock first. Send some special love to April. We are sending our thoughts and prayers and love to you. Continue the good fight. Tracy, amazing as always. Thank you for joining us. You are ready to hear about some glass. I got a nice little glass lesson for everybody today, so I'm excited to give you guys that little bit of information. Rob and Lisa are here today as well. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the live earlier. That was a good quick little haul from you guys. The suspense is building. The suspense is building. I like that. Suspense is in the building too. Tommy wants to know where Tracy is. I don't know if anybody else saw. Tommy wants to know where Josie is. I don't know if anybody else saw Tommy's Instagram story, but he put up a countdown of us going live, and it said Josie's going live with some dude, and then it had the countdown meter on it. I thought that was pretty funny, by the way. Nantique is in the building. My man Kent in the building, funniest dude on YouTube. Brad, thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Up early in Australia. My man Harry is in the building. How are you doing today, sir? Thank you for joining us. I just got a new message on eBay. All right. So as I wait for Josie to join me on this side, I would like to take this time to wish a huge congratulations to my beautiful girlfriend, Josie, who just got a promotion at her job. So congratulations to her for that.
Why, thank you, my love.
Oh, yes. Here she comes.
Hello, everyone.
You're going to pull up a chair and take off those sunglasses?
No.
She knows I have this thing about people who wear sunglasses inside.
And it's like my favorite song. You want to sing it? I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
This girl's crazy. All right. So we are. Ace is all up in the microphone. So we're going to touch briefly on the whole situation. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is Josie's clutch move.
Yes, that is next.
All right. So we'll touch briefly on the whole virus situation, and then we'll get into fun times because we want to use this this live as an opportunity for people to kind of like get away from everything
reality
that's going on right now. It is tough times, and I'm probably not going to go thrifting anytime soon because I think it's the smart thing to do.
Because I told you so too.
And also because Josie told me so also.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have I do have like, not necessarily death pile, but I have this whole. I got a pile of stuff that I can take care of, so I think I'll be all right for the time being. But that's where we are. We want to send special shout out and love to everybody who is personally being affected by the situation right now, because we do know how serious it is. For those of you that don't know, I come from working in a restaurant background for the last, how long? 4 years.
Yeah.
So I personally know a lot of people who are, about ready to face some rough times. So I just, want to send my love to all my friends and family that are working in the restaurant, the service industry in general, because they don't have any source of income through their job right now. So just want to send my love to everybody. And if anybody's watching from the Primrose family, much love to you guys. Thinking about you. And Sebastian, who's the wine guru, the owner of the restaurant, it's going to be tough for him. And, he's always looked out for me. So I just want to send my love to that guy. All right. So no more sad talk. Let's
and also this is weighing down on me. So as most of you know, we were planning on going on an international trip, and that was canceled. And so I'm going through the motions of having to put in claims with my bank account and reach out to all the vendors and see if I can get my money back for our flights and hotels and where we were planning on staying in. So that's also what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see. What do you guys want to jump into first? All right. So I guess the first thing I'll do is I got a bag and a box right here. So we're going to show some things first.
Yeah, let's do some show and tell.
Show and tell it is. All right. Oh, I had a story I was going to tell about you, and I can't remember what the story was.
Am I going to be able to do this story before you tell everybody? Is this a story I want you to tell everyone?
I can't remember what the story was.
Well,
I just can't.
Let's.
I think I'll figure it out
because
I think there's something in here that has like.
Oh God.
Brings back some sort of like Yeah. All right. So first up, Cernock, you in the building? Because we're going to do some.
Are you not going to say his name properly?
Chernock.
Okay.
I feel like depending upon where you are, Chernock and Cernock is the same thing.
What does he prefer?
I'm sure he prefers the
real deal.
Yeah.
So let's say the.
All right. So I got this bad boy the other day, and I sent it to Cernock, but this is high up on the tank scale. He told me it was 8 tanks, but look at that. That's a Hawaii with the little what they call these gold things right here. There's a name for these. It look like Julius Caesar though. You know what I'm saying? So I got this. This is like crisp, fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's not made in the USA, but it's close enough. Leaves. No. But there's something more to it than they're just called leaves.
If you ask our resource, maybe he will know. 8
tanks, my man. All right. So second hat I just got. So for those of you who don't know, I had that Dream Team Jordan jersey that we picked up
and I washed like crazy.
Yeah. And so that sold for oh, there it is, Tracy. See, I knew somebody knew.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So that's what it's called.
That's perfect.
But so those of you that don't know, I got that Jordan jersey and it sold for 130 Dream Team. So I just found this today. So this is the USA Basketball, the same sort of gold Dream Team, and it's like all gold on the inside. And if you look close enough, it tells you it has the 8-0 record right there from the Dream Team run. fitted. Dream Team all gold on the inside. Nice. So I saw some comps on this, so I'll probably be able to get like $29 and $30, around $30 for that. And tank scale. We're gonna do tank scale to start here, guys, and then we'll go into glass. So tank scale, we got an 8.97 tanks on the blue and gold Dream Team hat. All right. So some of these shirts are not necessary. I love doing that. You know that, right?
I know, but it's not a magic trick.
No?
No.
All right. So back to business.
Know, you could try that once we have children, you know. Maybe it'll get old after.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So some of these, whoa, don't drop the Chanel shades.
I didn't want to hit him.
Okay. So we have some shirts. Some of them are not necessarily vintage, right? But they are like, you know what I'm saying? I think that there's something about them that makes them a little unique. Okay. So if y'all hear the chopping, it's not a body. Josie's mom in the kitchen prepping some food.
Yeah. And the dog is on his way. Okay.
All right. So I picked this up, right? I think this is a band called Newfound Glory. Is that a band?
Do you not know the group?
No.
The rock band. You have no idea.
No.
Newfound Glory.
I knew they were a band, but are they like pop rock?
No, it's like rock.
Rock. All right. So this is a Newfound Glory shirt. And it's Michael Jackson holding up the boom box. So like I thought that was just a rad design. You know what I'm saying?
What does the back say?
The back says, I saw some comps on this too. They weren't bad. This cost me 75 cents. It says, remember the time we realized Thriller was our favorite song. So yeah, so I've got this for 75 cents. I thought that was pretty rad.
It is really nice.
It's very different. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next up, got this polo jump right here. Now, I don't even know how this is going to work because it's so big.
I don't think it's going to work.
So this is a polo sport on a tag. And the collar's a little stretched, but it's not bad. It's a big boy.
Looks like a dress.
Some girl might wear this as a dress because it's like a big thing right now. Yeah. You know all about it. You know how girls like to wear the big shirts as dresses. Mm-hmm. But the size on this is a 3XT. I'm assuming that means 3 extra large tall, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a polo sport, though. I haven't seen polo sport since I was in middle school.
Really?
Yeah. Polo sport used to be big when I was a kid, especially like the cologne in the blue bottle. Because look, you had, what's up, Steve, my man? Just got off with Las Vegas Thrift Sunny. So good stuff, guys. Jennifer, hello. Oh, my man Dapper Tiger's in the building too. I forgot to show him some love. You know, he's just getting that YouTube channel ramp. So if you guys aren't subscribed to him, make sure y'all subscribe to him. And I've been waiting for Chris Thrift Beast to come in the building because I wanted to give not a good one. I wanted to give Thrift Beast some love when he gets into the chat. I don't know where he's at because you know he just hit 1K. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show him some love. Did I say 2K or 1K?
2K.
He hit 1K. I'm just so used to.
Are you sure? I thought it was 2K.
No, there he is right here.
No, he hit 1K.
He did hit 1K.
And I was like, I was like the third to last person to subscribe.
Congratulations to my man Chris at Thrift BCQ hitting 1,000. Wanted to show him some love. You know what I'm saying?
Did he hit 1,000 last night or this morning?
I don't know. I think it was this morning. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, and Jody is really close by too. So that's the next person we gotta get up to 1,000 is Jody. Yeah. But Chris, we're working on the over the years black lights coming soon. You get one for free because you came up with the idea.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. So I usually don't buy this type of stuff, right? But I feel like in this right now, like in the season, you know, people liking that athletic stuff, like the dry fit. But I thought that the design on this shirt was dope. Like that's like super abstract, jaw-like 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just say jaw-like?
Jaw-like. Oh, they don't know.
They don't know what that is.
So jaw-like means like jaw-like means kinda like, but we say jaw-like.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like, you know what I'm saying? Look at that design. That pattern is fly. Like it's just all over the place, abstract.
It's always, you know what I'm saying.
All right. I'm supposed to watch how many times I say, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this was also 50 cents, 75 cents. So, I don't know. This feels like something that somebody can get at a low ball offer on Poshmark for. It's the dry fit too, like the mesh, you know what I'm saying? Cernock says Joan is fly. Shout out Burgundy Sells. Ron says he left another chat. I hope that means love you guys.
Oh,
my man, appreciate the love, fam. Appreciate the love. Ace, get out from over there. All right, this one I'm saving because it's the last one. That's the one I think Cernock's going to give me a high score on.
Okay.
So this is another thing. It's not necessarily vintage, right? But it's fresh, like brand new.
Looks like 7-Up. What is this? California.
It's the famous.
Wow,
Famous is the name of the brand,
famous.
but it's like, you know, the baseball 3/4 tee, and it's large, and it's got California on there. I'm
surprised you didn't keep it for yourself.
Nah, it's way too big for me. Look how big this is.
Sure.
This be like a long sleeve on me. But this was super fresh, 50% off too.
Very nice.
I feel like this would go for some kid in California. You know what I'm saying? All right. Second to last shirt. My man Tommy.
Oh.
All right. So here we go. This is another big boy. This is a I don't know why I've been finding these Harley Davidsons in these big sizes. Look at this. Is that the back or the front?
This is the front.
So you got the Harley Davidson right here, and on the back,
it's huge graphics.
Yeah. Where is it from? Niagara Falls. This is by you, Chris. Thrift Beast. Yes. And then this is it's a Harley Davidson, and it's a
what size is
4XL. 4XL. So look, you know, like this is legit big. There's people that can't find this stuff in these sizes. Look, I feel like I'm poking up. Yeah. So we got that one right there. All right. So here we go, Cernock. First, I'm gonna show you this.
Is it the Pink Panther tail? What is that?
Ah, come on.
I can't see. What is it? Am I right?
There we go. That's the tag right here. It's blurry.
Yeah, it's really blurry.
All right. It's Screen Stars. There. Screen Stars. Black tag. Made in the USA. Boom. Look at that.
Wow. It's cute.
Super fresh.
I like it.
Flamingo, pink, neon, Florida. That's it right there. Boom. So, I hope you like that one, Cernock. How many tanks do I get on that Florida Screen Stars single stitch right there? Where we at on the tank scale? I thought
okay.
8.99 tanks.
I'll take it.
So what we're gonna do is when we get the show going, right? I'm gonna have like up on my tabs, I'm gonna have like a little clip, and it's gonna be like you're gonna tell me how many tanks, and I'm just gonna start dropping it on share the screen, and it's gonna be like tanks, go, and then it'll be like how many tanks it is. It's gonna be dope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oh, I remember one thing too. So I think I came up with an idea for Josie. So for those of you guys who don't know, Josie is an amazing dancer and a great dance teacher. So I've been thinking that because, you know, this is the YouTube is going to be the way for the next couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what I think is Josie should start a dance YouTube channel. And like each week, she drops a couple of new dance moves for people to learn. So it's kind of like learn how to dance, but stay in shape sort of thing at the same time. Can you see it now? Like all the people with the moms at home, with the kids doing Afro Latin dance. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be dope. I'm gonna leave that on the back burner, but I just want to throw that out there for now.
Okay, you
like that, right?
I do. Although I need multiple cameras, I can't just have one camera focused on me from one angle. So I mean, you're just gonna have to get the boys together.
Yeah, we'll get the whole squad together. Yeah, and so today in football, free agency tampering period started, so it's going to be crazy on my other channel coming up soon. So make sure you guys get subscribed to that.
I'm dying. Did you say
I saw that
abs? I'm done.
I see that DVD in the thrift store all the time.
All the time.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat a question. So, what is the number one song that you guys hear the most when you're out sourcing in thrift stores? Because I have realized that the song I hear the most is the
I hear da-na-na-na-na-na.
What is that?
And I need you da-na-na-na-na-na. And I miss you da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, that's what's that girl's name? Vanessa Carlton?
Yeah. That's the number one.
Don't ask me how I know that. But the number one song I hear is the Africa song.
Oh my God. Take it away from you. Africa. Yeah.
I hear that song every time I go thrifting.
I don't know what it is about that song though.
Yes. All right. So now we're gonna get into some toys really quick.
Oh, wow, you got multiple.
Yeah, so I got these Star Wars toys in the box still. So it was all three for $7. Nothing crazy, but they should each sell for like $10 a pop. So $30 from $7.
So you have Yoda. So he's got
I don't know anything about Star Wars because I've never seen
too loud and
I've never seen a Star Wars movie in my life. That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's who it is. What's his character's name?
I've never seen Star Wars. I don't know his character's name.
Mace Windu. And R2D2.
RJD2?
What?
You know who RJD2 is?
No, it's R2D2.
R2D2?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I buy anything I see Star Wars because it always sells. Even if it's it makes noise.
Can we try that again?
Don't break it.
I'm not. I'm just
do it one more time.
Noises.
It's tested.
This one works.
See,
nice.
Cernock knows about RJD2. All right.
You keep
No, I'm just saying RJD2.
Who's that?
He makes beats. He does these beat albums. It's dope. All right.
What kind of beats?
All right. This is another thing that I always get to that always sells right here.
Oh, wow.
Is these Fujifilm cameras. They're expired, but last time I listed this, it's sold. Look at that. Bam. No fees on Mercari if you sell it by the 29th. Don't worry, they're going up tonight. I already took pictures. And I just picked these up. I just picked them up from the auction today. Oh!
My knee.
So look, these always sell for me. I don't know what it is, but they always sell. I just got left feedback on Etsy. Okay, I'm gonna read some Etsy feedback on glass. Actually, we're gonna wait until we get to glass. All right. Now we got these. So I went to my first yard sale this weekend, and they had these two things new in the box for $3 for this. Basically, what it is people make crafts and stuff. So this will probably be good for right now because somebody will probably need something to do when they're sitting at home in quarantine. So basically, this cuts bottles. So you can cut the bottles and make planters and stuff like that. So we got these. two for $3, I'll probably bundle it up for like $35. So that's a nice little profit right there too. All right, and this is the last thing from the bag. I don't know nothing about these shoes except for that they're made in Italy. And I find that things made in Italy are good. And they were only $7.
Wow.
And they're big too.
They're suede, very soft, very nice. I can tell it's man-made, but these are leather soles. Look at that. Dang, this is a big size. What size is this?
I don't know, but I think there's a nail in this one. It's size 46.
European size 46 is what?
Somebody should conversion rate that for me.
Conversion rate.
But they're
that's size 13. What size?
They're Mario Alberinos, made in Italy. Does anybody know anything about these? They're in pretty good shape. Got a little bit of, scuffy at the top.
Really? Oh, yours says this one does not.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily scuffy, but, like you can see somebody wore them.
Yeah. Well, I wonder why they gave them up. They're so nice.
Yeah. So we got those. I have no idea who Mario Alberini is. Size 13, Cernox says, with the conversion. Josie, what are you drinking tonight?
So I'm going to open this.
You talked to them about the wine while
bottle.
I put this away.
It was gifted to the family by our dear loved one. Her name is Tanisha. Tanisha is my little brother's girlfriend, and she has become like the best little sister I could ever ask for. And she brought us wine from Puerto Rico. And I opened this bottle tonight because I'm so sad. I'm not going to Puerto Rico tomorrow. But, at least I have this bottle of wine. At least. So we're planning our next trip. Just planning.
All right.
Not sure if we're going to be able to go, but planning.
This one's going to be in a little bit.
Oh, wow.
This is
that a man purse?
No, this is World War II stuff.
Oh, my goodness. The binoculars.
We're going to go over these in a little bit.
Wow. I didn't know it came in a case. That's wonderful.
All right. So, show you guys some now we're going to get into vintage antiques and stuff like that. All right.
Did you see this bottle? It came with a wax seal on it.
Yeah, I know.
It's very nice.
I know. For those of you that don't know, I'm also a wine connoisseur. Not necessarily a wine connoisseur, but I got a crazy nose for wines. And I know about Italian and French wines. All right. So, oh, yeah. Oh, I remember the story now.
What is it? Is it you have to run it by me first? You say, all right. Is that what you said?
No. All right. So I picked up a lot of Wedgwood Jasperware, and I got 3 pieces in the lot. You sure that's not corked? Because that looked like a corked face. Is it corked?
What do you mean? What do you mean by is it corked? This is quite interesting. What do you think?
It doesn't smell corked to me. No. All right. So
I know.
Is it corked?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Okay, when a bottle is corked, it means that it's basically like skunked beer. So every once in a while, a bottle of wine, if it's just because it goes through the corked process, it means that it's corked. Sometimes it'll smell. That's why when you open a bottle of wine for somebody at a restaurant, you hand them the cork because they're supposed to smell the cork first.
And what does it smell like to you?
Oh, it smells corked.
It's not a good thing.
No. See, it smells like wet leaves, almost like mildew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that wine is corked, babe.
So I didn't like how it tasted.
No. It's corked. It's going bad.
No.
I mean, for me, it smells corked. You smell that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, another bottle.
She's got to get another bottle now. Take this stuff out of her. So, my man right here says Jamie says he lives by Wedgwood Stoke-on-Trent factory. I'm huge into English China, so you're lucky. All right, so I got this along with an ornament and a little dish. So this is Wedgwood Jasperware, and you can see nice little design on that cup right there. I haven't comped this out yet, but I always show you guys the Jasperware because it's out there, and there's definitely a lot of people that collect this stuff, and a lot of times you can find it at pretty good prices. Just we'll do a whole video on all the different colors. This is going to be your most basic color, but this is definitely something that like I would always suggest picking up. It does really well. So I got a whole bunch of those. I only brought that one piece to show you guys though. All right. So all right, so now we're going to go into a little bit about some glass. All right. So I don't know if I showed you guys. Yeah, see? I mean, that's probably very true, but I think it also comes down to the pieces that you find, because there are a lot of colored pieces out there that are still highly sought after. I believe that obviously it's different. I think in the UK, because it's probably a lot more of it over there than there is here because it's made over there. But I do pretty well. You got to find some Ainsley. You know I love me some Ainsley teacups. I've sold a bunch of really nice high-end Ainsley teacups. I think the most I got for one teacup and saucer of Ainsley was $150 I got for one. So now we
nice.
are going to talk. We're going to talk Fenton custard glass, guys. Oh, I left my flashlight in the car.
Oh, no.
All right. So here we have Fenton custard. Okay. Now you guys can see this one is like a glossiness to it. This is actually like a centerpiece candle holder, and it has, a hobnail around it. This is marked. You can see the Fenton marking on there, right there. So this glows in the dark right here. Ooh, I just found some Royal. I found a Royal Albert dogwood all over print, teacup and saucer. Really nice. So here you have a piece of Fenton custard glass that has a glossy finish. Okay. Now this glows in the dark right here. Okay. And this also is Fenton custard glass. So I picked this up today from an auction win that I had. You can see it has the hand painted pink roses on there, and it has the hand painted right there. So these will both glow under the black light. Okay. This one though is the glossy custard. This one is the satin custard. So it has like a matte feel to it. So that's the difference in these two. You don't really see, you'll see more of the Fenton custard satin than you will the Fenton glossy. But both of them are going to be highly sought after, and both of them will glow under the black light. So keep an eye out for Fenton custard glass, glossy and satin. But the glossy is definitely. I have a rectangle planter in hobnail Fenton satin glossy that glows also. Mm-hmm. All right. What do you?
Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry. All right. So now we're going to do a little lesson in blue and white china. Oh. So everybody needs to know that blue and white are highly sought after pieces because they're really easily decorated. You know, people can decorate with them. I've seen so many different ways that they've been decorated. All right. So first, I'm going to tell you guys about this. Josie, you know what this is,
Liberty
right?
Blue.
All right. So we were set up once at a flea market.
Ma, come here.
We were set up at a flea market once, right? And Josie's mom knew all about these these plates because I sell a lot of them. Now, some of the pieces are not actually like highly valuable, but they sell like hotcakes. So Josie's mom, they're set up at a flea market, and the flea market is right in front. Here's Josie's mom. Say hi to everybody. So we're set up right at the flea market, right? In the parking lot of like a little mini antique like mall. And Josie's mom goes inside to use the bathroom and she finds like 10 of these plates.
For how much, Mom?
Wasn't it something like $3?
I think it was
$3 per piece. It was $3 a piece. So for all 10.
No, it was $20 for all 10. It was $20 for all 10. So she went and picked up all of these and ran outside with them so fast.
And she said, you ran and said what? Start the car! Start the car!
Oh, man. So, yes. So, Liberty Blue is something to look out for. Now, some pieces will sell for more money than you have fans, Josie's mom.
Come on over.
Mom is smoking.
Say some words. Come here. Say some words.
Okay, so Liberty Blue, Liberty Bibberty.
Can you come here? Why are you organizing stuff?
Because I don't want them to break.
Okay.
Can you come here?
So look, this is the stamp that you'll need to see right here. Okay. So this is the Liberty Blue stamp. It's made in Staffordshire.
No, Dad, how do you say it? Staffordshire.
Staffordshire. My bad. My bad. All right. So you can find this stuff for very, very good prices. But I've sold some of the pieces because I have all the pieces and like they sell all the time. You might only get $10 for a dinner plate, but like it comes in waves. Like there'll be a week where I'll sell like 20 pieces of Liberty Blue, and then it'll be a month when I won't sell any pieces of the Liberty Blue. But the platters, the vegetable bowls, I've sold salt and pepper shakers, I've sold the gravy boat, all that stuff. So there is this, and then the transferware is like, you know, there's different types of transferware. You'll see older versions of the transferware, which is like ironstone more, and then you'll get the easier stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for example, you have this, which, you know, can be referred to as like blue willow. Sometimes there'll be rising phoenix or flying griffins. And a lot of times this stuff will be made in Occupy Japan or made in Japan. So this sort of stuff, not necessarily crazy valuable, but if you get it at the right price, it will sell because people like to use it for decoration and people love blue and white everything. All right. Now, I got this plate because I wanted this plate. So this is obviously my favorite of blue and white china, and this is the Flow Blue. Now you see that I tell you guys about Flow Blue all the time. Nice bleeding right there. And then you'll see that marking right there. That's Grinley. So the name of the pattern is Marie, and you could see that it's right in there is the name of the pattern. So like, is everything? No. Most of the stuff that's made in Occupy Japan is not worth looking at, really. I mean, There are collectors out there of specifically Occupy Japan or made in Japan. But it's super hard to like put a number on stuff that says Occupy Japan or made in Japan because of the fact that there's no known maker, you know. So I have a soup tureens. I mean, Flow Blue. If you find Flow Blue soup tureen, that's the money.
Yep.
That's the money. No. The bleeding is the value. That's where the name Flow Blue comes from. Because
and usually, if it bleeds more, it should show how old.
The older pieces have lots of bleeding.
Yeah.
But like you can see, like that's where the Flow Blue comes from, because that blue flows on to the white. So no, it doesn't. If it affects the value, I mean, like Josie was saying, the stuff that has like massive amounts of bleeding, like it shows you that it's older.
But don't get me wrong, you can get different colors too, like the mulberry.
The mulberry is the black transfer wear, which technically isn't considered Flow Blue. Some people call it Flow Black, but it's basically just mulberry transfer wear. What year is the plate in the hand I was holding right now? Let me see.
You have it in your notes?
I know it's Marie. That's the name of the pattern by Grinley, I believe. Grinley, yep. Marie, Flow Blue. I don't know. It's probably. So look, the saucer right there, that saucer that I was holding, I mean, you could find it on replacements for like $50 just for the saucer. So, I mean, I could probably sell that saucer for like $15 to $20 easily. And, you know, I paid $2 for it. Now, if you find the tureen on that, that is like a $600 piece in that pattern. I don't have my Flow Blue books with me right now, but based on that Grinley stamp, I'd have to say probably late 1800s. Like 1880 to like, you know, right around 1880 to 1910, somewhere in that 30-year period, I'd say there's the production of that pattern. Occupied Japan is basically the industries that were allowed to exist in Japan after World War II. So like that's how a lot of people date those sort of pieces, because you'll say either territory, U.S. territory of Japan, occupied Japan, or made in Japan. It basically helps you date years. But great point, because that is a good transition period. World War II. So here I have a pair of World War II binoculars. So you can see, I saw Tracy and Tommy recognize the, oh, wait, before I do this, let me go through some, just so everybody knows how, you know, glass is still selling. I got some good reviews on Etsy recently. Here we go. Dang, I got a lot of reviews. All right, so the Vaseline glass salt and pepper shakers, you guys saw me in one of the What Sold videos recently. They said such gorgeous pieces of glassware. Love them and shipped perfectly. 5 stars. The uranium glass hazel atlas bowl, as advertised, excellent condition, came quickly and was wrapped extremely well for shipping. Would buy again from this seller. Then I just sold one of these. So a lot of people after the carnival glass thing had been messaging me about modern pieces of carnival glass, and it does sell sometimes. It's just you have to get it at the right price to, like, if it falls into your ROI or, you know, your profit margin numbers. So is Vaseline different than uranium glass? Yes and no. So Vaseline glass is yellow. Uranium glass is green, but they're both technically uranium glass because they have uranium oxide in the glass mixture, which allows it to glow. So that's what that is. Now, back to the modern carnival glass. I just sold this old Wheaton glass, which is a glass company. They made a lot of reproductions of older glass, and it was a like a decanter bottle, and it had Herbert Hoover on the front of it. And they said, "This most beautiful blue bottle arrived yesterday. I am just thrilled. It reminds me of one my mom had years and years ago. I will treasure it. So happy for the great care and packaging, and very pleased with the quick delivery." So that's the thing. It's just like these pieces have meaning to a lot of people, and it makes them, have a monetary value. So like, don't be afraid to pick something up that might not be the best thing, because there's somebody out there always looking for it. So here we go. These are. Boom, 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 boom.
He just sat in my seat like that.
Yeah, he did.
You let him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ace.
All right.
I'll share with you.
Here we go. Boom.
Careful now.
I know.
Oh.
All right. So these are World War II binoculars. They actually, there you go. Cernock knows. That's how you gotta do. Like, I'm a nice guy. I love everybody. I take care of everybody.
What is it? Is it a hair?
I don't know what it is. But yeah, these actually belong to my great uncle, who was in, I think, World War I, World War II, and Vietnam. Haynes, right there. So I am not an expert on militaria. I try to learn as much as I can, like everything else. So I don't necessarily know if there's certain things that people look for in these sort of items that either increase or decrease value. What are you drinking now?
Well,
Why are you?
It's strong. I didn't drink the wine because it was corked.
Yes.
You taught me. So I just made a little concoction
Of what?
of Hennessy and orange juice.
Hennessy and orange juice is the drink of the night. Harry. Where's Harry? Harry. He's 2 drink minimum. She's drinking Hennessy and orange juice. What you think about that?
I just make them strong.
Yeah, but why is it? What's in there that you keep going?
This.
All right. So big money and military stuff. Yeah, I know very little about it, but so for example, on the case, it has Hennessy and OJ. Yeah, it's a new one on me too, buddy.
Got to work with what you have.
And the OJ got pulp in it too, don't it?
Look, the healthier the better, right?
Man, let me tell you, I'm a no pulp type of guy.
Until you met me, because you've had orange juice with pulp.
Yeah, I don't like it. It feels like I'm drinking throw up.
Okay, I want to enjoy my drink.
No, he was in Korea also. When he was in Vietnam, everybody was super worried because they thought he was too old to go, but he ended up going. So yeah, he was in all of those wars.
Wait, which uncle is it?
My great uncle, Uncle Buck.
Buck?
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle
Rest
Buck.
in peace. But yeah, he was in all of those. He flew planes.
He was a very handsome man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right. So if anybody is in here who knows about
you know what? I think I should talk to Tracy.
Look here. That's Josie's mom from across the room.
You know what? They're just coming at me for no good reason.
Okay,
I'm trying
so
to have a good time.
if anybody knows anything about militaria, I have a few questions.
Is that how you say it? Militaria?
Yeah.
Militaria.
Maybe he wasn't in World War I and just World War II.
He was only in 2, World War II, not World War One. One is like what, 1920s?
Okay, so World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tim, for clarifying all that for me. Swamp Picker is it not Korea? My mom just texted me. He was not in the Korean War. I guess just World. Mom, if you're watching, can you just type in the chat?
You can type in the chat, Ma. Ma Dukes. Just.
Okay, so we're getting some clarification on the wars that we were in here. What wars was Uncle Buck in? All right, we'll get some clarification here. All right, Ma Dukes getting some love. We're gonna be doing the Pyrex cleaning video very soon.
Okay, so World War I was 1914. That's like 2 years after the Titanic sank. And then it went for 4 years. And can you press on this comment? Okay, so that would mean Uncle Buck was not in that war.
No, that's World War One. Yeah,
right.
No.
He was not in that war. He was in.
My Uncle Tom was in World War II, Korea, and all of that.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man, that would be great. Okay, so my question is this though: is that Uncle Buck? All right, here we go. We got the Ma Dukes update.
Okay.
Uncle Buck was in World War II and then Vietnam. Uncle Tom was in World War II and Korea, but not Vietnam because he was working on developing some helicopters here. There you go. There's a little
history
lesson. So my question was, does this increase the value or decrease the value? The fact that it has his name in there, and I'm assuming that's his regiment. Captain of the 56 FG.
I think it adds value. I think it actually authenticates the item because it's not etched in on the binoculars. It's etched in the bag. I think.
Okay, we have a caller. We have a caller.
Uh-oh. Your speakerphone?
All right, we'll put you on speakerphone.
Okay. No, you don't put me on speakerphone.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck was in Vietnam, was in World War II first and then Vietnam. His brother, Tom.
Where you at?
I'm here.
So you're gonna
I'm in the
finish?
kitchen.
So what? You gonna finish telling the story?
You're screwing it up.
Okay, well you have to fix it for me right now. You're live.
Uncle Buck was in the Air Force. Uncle Tom was in the Army.
Okay.
They were both flyers, but Tom missed out on Vietnam. He went to Korea. They were both pilots,
Got it.
but he didn't go. He just went to Korea, not Vietnam.
Okay.
Okay. The end.
Anything else?
No, just stop saying, what do you call it? You know, don't say you know. Be a little more modest, and that's it. Bye.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay, you heard it.
Live from Ma Dukes.
Yep.
All right. So I'm assuming these
I
were
think she said pilots,
yes.
not pirates. Pilots.
Pilots. Okay, so I'm assuming that these were actually used. So they are Hensoldt Wetzlers, and I looked these up. The comps are kind of all over the place, and I don't understand. I'm always modest, aren't I? How was I not being modest? I'm a really humble guy. Like, come on, Ma Dukes, I love you. So yeah, so there's a little bit of wear. I don't even want to.
Are you gonna keep thinking about it?
There's a little bit of wear on the inside, right? Oh, there you go. You can see it right here. Right there is like a piece of it is broken off, right? And then there's a little bit of damage right here in this part. I don't know if you guys can, right there. But besides that, I mean, I know that they were,
They were in a war, for heaven's sake.
That's what I was trying to ask Josie the other day.
In a war.
I'm like, does does like, you know, if something's used in a war, it's not going to be in good condition.
It's a lot of wear because it was in a war. We're talking bombs, grenades,
all types of stuff.
Types of stuff.
So yeah, I got these in a whole bucket of like vintage cameras and stuff. So I'm trying to go through all that stuff now. And I mean, that's where we're at. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh man, that was an intense segment there. Thank you guys for sticking with us.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the other stuff.
That's everything I brought today.
That's everything. So I can now talk about myself.
Yeah, Josie's gonna talk for a second.
All right, guys, ask me any questions you like. I promise that I'll try my best to answer. And if it's not appropriate, I'll just give you a wink once for yes and turn away for no. Okay, so questions. Did you just steal my salad?
Yeah.
How's my salad?
I just took a couple bites.
No, you can finish it now. You put Rona on it. Come on. Questions. What is in your drink? So I have made a concoction and it is orange juice and Hennessy. That's what I had in the house. That's all I had. So I made it work. It doesn't taste too bad. I actually do like it. It makes me feel like I'm getting ready for a new day, but not really because I'm ready for bed. Next question. What sushi did you get last week? Ooh, we like the volcano roll. Did we get the Philly roll? Yeah, we got the Philly roll. I love the Philly roll because the Philly roll has crab meat in it. It has avocado in it. But the best part about it is that it has cream cheese in it. And then the outside of the entire sushi roll is fried. I love fried foods. And that's like, we love fried foods. That's our problem. But it's so good. So I highly recommend it at Moby Dick's. I don't know what it's like other places, but they really know what they're doing. All right, another question. What brand of tortilla chips and salsa? Oh my God. So I like Tortino's lime chips, but I haven't been able to eat those because I've been trying to transition into like a healthier tortilla chip. So lately I've been going to like Whole Foods and also Aldi's to find flaxseed chips. They are so good and they're like a healthier selection. And the salsa itself, I go to Costco a lot and I get like the mango salsa. If for some of you who know what it is, it's from like, it's the, for like the sweeter, you know, I have a sweet tooth. So for those who like the sweeter taste in salsa, that's what I eat. So flax seeds and mango salsa from Costco. Another question. How much toilet paper do you currently have ready? So I'm not what you call a prepper. I don't believe in like doomsday, but like since this experience, I'm thinking like, well, damn, like maybe I should have like stacked up on some toilet paper. And but luckily we have I don't even know how to call it. It's like the French toilet where it like cleans you with pressured water, a bidet. So I'm not too scared about running out of toilet paper, but we have about, I think I counted 2 because I was worried, 10 rolls left. So that should last us for about a month and a half. We've got a lot of people who use a lot of tissue. That annoys me because I only use like 2 rolls over my hand and then I like wipe. Tim uses like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then wipes. So he's gonna look for the toilet paper next. It's bidet. It's bidet. Is it bidet? That's how you say it? A bidet? Okay, perfect. It's a bidet. So I really don't need toilet paper like that. What else? What else? I don't blame you. I think it's a great investment. You know, Europeans have been doing it for years, decades, centuries. And we just caught on. To what? bidets? Since there's a bidet in
Oh,
this
dude,
house.
let me tell you about my bidet story. So when I started studying a foreign language at a really young age. So I was Jody's in the building.
Woo!
Make sure y'all go subscribe to Jody because he's getting close to 1,000. So my bidet story.
Go ahead.
I started studying foreign language at a very young age. I was in the 6th grade. So I took Spanish classes. I took Spanish in 6th grade. And so
I can attest to this. I wasn't there.
Yeah, yo estudio español hace 7 años.
But he
Yo hablé español un poquito más o menos.
he talks to my grandmother, okay, in Spanish. So that's how real it is.
So basically, I was offered an opportunity to do a quick little study abroad sort of trip. And it was with all the high school kids because I was the only person that was like, young, that was able to go that was at that age. So I went to France and Spain when I was in 6th grade. It was crazy. I got lit with the Italian water polo team. So basically, when we got to France, right? We went to the bathroom and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, there's 2 toilets in the bathroom. What am I supposed to do? And then I didn't know what it was. Nobody told me what a bidet was. I'm not from a bidet type of neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the second, there's a regular toilet and then there's the small one that it has the bidet in it. A bidet is an actual second toilet that I don't know, I just pressed the button because I thought I was going to flush and it didn't flush. It flushed up and it was like, whoa, what is going on here? So it was a very interesting situation. But do you go from one toilet and then hop over to the second toilet or the bidet? Is that how you're supposed to do that?
So luckily I have toilet paper. So I use the toilet paper, which is totally defeating the purpose. But I then scoot over and then I use the other one. We have temperature controlled. So it's it really, and the pressure is not too hard, which is nice.
Man, that thing felt like a volcano of water.
Wow.
But you know what? I will say that when we were in France, right? Man, they sell booze in the vending machines.
Yeah.
So we were getting lit, and I was in 6th grade. So we were in this real fancy hotel, right? And I don't know why we were doing this because we were kids, I guess. And we were throwing you would use the toilet paper and you get it wet, and we're throwing it out the window in this huge hotel. And if you hit a person, you got a certain amount of points. If you hit a car, you got a certain amount of points, right? And we were keeping score. And so we ran out of toilet paper, right? So we took a plastic bag and we filled it with water and dropped it out the window, and it landed on top of somebody. And yeah, it wasn't a really nice thing to do. But I was young and I was drunk. And so then they came inside the hotel and the hotel security was looking for us. At the time, the Italian water polo team was staying at the same hotel and they were lit. They were drunk. Like when you turn into Jackie Brown. and so we blamed it on the Italian water polo team. So yeah, that's my bidet story in a nutshell. So
all right, another question. One last question.
Yeah, this is why your mother has to remind you to stay modest and stuff.
Fair.
Well,
very fair. Yeah.
I've come a long way from my younger days. Rob loves Jackie Brown. Not this Jackie Brown. I mean, I love this Jackie Brown. But what happens is when Josie gets lit, she turns it. If y'all have never seen Jackie Brown, y'all need to watch Jackie Brown, Pam Grier. When
best actress ever.
When Josie gets drunk, she starts talking like Pam Grier and Jackie Brown. It is hilarious. But I love you.
But you don't laugh. You don't think it's funny.
I don't laugh because I feel like I'm about ready to get beat up. But yeah, so any other questions, you guys are more than free to ask some more questions. But while we're answering questions, I was going to briefly touch on how things are moving and selling on all the platforms. So, funny story about eBay this weekend. So, a couple weeks back, I was bidding on an online auction on Goodwill, and there was lots of these thermometers, new in package and everything, right? And there was probably maybe like 5 auctions, and each auction had between like 10 and 12 thermometers. And going down to the end of the auctions, I was ahead in all the auctions. And then I do this sometimes. I forget to check the auctions. So I go back and I look and I'm like, dang, I lost all those thermometer auctions except for one. So, no big deal. I don't think about it. I go and I pick up all my stuff and I list the thermometers. And then a couple of days ago, maybe like last Friday or Thursday, I see DC Picker posting about him selling all these thermometers. And I'm like, man, the same exact thermometer, but no price gouging. These were listed before this whole thing happened, and they were priced really cheap. But I see him talking about how he keeps selling all these thermometers, and I'm just like, what is going on? He is the one who got all the thermometers in the Goodwill auction.
He got you.
For sure. But like, it was funny because all of a sudden, I guess he sold out because all of a sudden I sold 10 thermometers over the weekend. They were only $9.99 a piece, like straight good pricing. But like, I sold all 10 this weekend in less than 24 hours. It was insane.
Okay.
So that was eBay. And then I sold some more shirts on eBay and stuff like that. And then, all right. Vintage Indiana glass, frosted lime green, diamond point pattern, urn style dish. Yeah, I mean, let me look for you real quick. All right. Indiana glass, diamond point.
You put green?
No.
So which green is it? Is it like the emerald green?
It's like this one, the frosted.
Okay.
Diamond point blue frosted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd have to see it. If you send it to me on Instagram, I'll be able to double check. But I would just put Indiana glass, diamond point, green, frosted. And as far as the urn style dish, I'm assuming what it is probably a candy dish. That would be my suggestion.
Is it like small in comparison?
It's a pedestal and it has a cover. It's probably a candy
dish.
Yeah.
But if it's like a whole bowl type vase with a lid, then that's something else.
Yeah, this is the same. No, I ran into the same. I ran into the same problem. Like for a majority of 2019, I was slaying on Goodwill
because nobody was using
nobody
it.
really knew about it, but now like resellers and even worse collectors know about it. So it's like it's super difficult to find stuff that on Goodwill auction anymore. Oh, they want a hat fin, sir? Not just because you asked. Oh man, big head. Or bonbon dish, yeah, candy dish, bonbon dish, Same sort of thing. All right.
Ha! Did people in the old days eat that much candy? I don't know.
Bam. How I look fresh to death. That's a little too tight, but look, y'all know I feel like Cernot.
Yeah, you have to be careful with the snapback, especially if it's like a vintage hat, because
don't worry,
they break so easily.
I work. My hands. I'm a smooth. I'm a finesser. Don't worry. Oh, these have gotten crazy. The other day I was on there and there was a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games in the box and Nintendo 64 games in the box. And I was looking them up to bid on them, and I look at the comps on eBay, and I'm like, this is insane. They're way more expensive on Goodwill than they are eBay. I don't understand why people just wouldn't get them from people on eBay.
Tracy, you're right. Grandma always has candy, right? That's why they had so many dishes for candy. That's the only explanation.
And there's the other thing too, is
you have visitors, you have to have candy. That was it.
And they also, a lot of times people will mix up. Yeah, those are the good days. Well, not the good days, the good old days, but the bad days. But they would a lot of times also candy dishes are also similarly labeled to as compote dishes also. So the difference is obviously is that a compote dish more times than others is not covered. But candy dishes don't always have to be covered either. And then you have to think about there's candy dishes and then there's mint dishes. So like a mint dish is more of not tall. It's a shorter and more like an oval dish because they would keep mints in those. So it's a little bit different, but same sort of situation. And yeah, and it was always it was.
What's up with the crappy ribbon candy?
Man, let me tell you, I remember the grandmas and the old moms and the aunties. They would always have the Wervers, the butterscotch candies.
The
Wervers butterscotch.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's how you say it?
No.
Wervers. How do you spell it?
WETHRS. Wervers.
I don't know. Is it really Wervers?
Werthers. But you know.
Yes, Werthers.
That's what I said.
No, you said Wervers.
You know, sometimes I pronounce my THs as
it's
S
either
or V's.
a TH or it's a V, okay?
Werthers.
I used to love those. Oh my gosh. Those butterscotch candies were good. They would be at church too. I was all up in there.
See, look, I was saying it right the whole time.
Is it Wervers or Werthers?
Wervers.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
And, all right. So that was eBay. Etsy. So let me tell you guys about Etsy right now. Root beer barrels. Look, man, we could talk about the old school candies.
Oh my God, I didn't like those.
And so look, this is the other thing too, is people make fun of the way I say crowns.
Crayons.
Crowns.
It's not how you say it. It's wrong. It's not crowns. It's crayons.
There's other people out there that say crowns.
Crayons.
See, look, Mung. See
what?
I knew I wasn't alone. Crayola crowns.
Crowns are crowns. Crayons are crayons.
Oh no, that's just a little different. See, look, that's how people other it's like ambulance and ambulance. Ambulance. Just so y'all know, I scored a 1460 on my SATs as a freshman, and I was smacked. And I had no calculator, and I was 30 minutes late. Don't be fooled by my Tim Twang.
I'm done. I'm gonna call Ma Dukes right now.
Josie is right. They said Josie is right.
Thank you. Crayons.
Yeah. Tomato. Oh, I say tomato. If you say tomato, something's wrong with you.
Okay, so then you agree.
Crownola crowns.
Really? Oh my God.
West Virginians like to say crowns in Washington, DC.
Oh, you're spitting? Washington.
This is the hashtag I live by.
Thank you. Yes. I'm trying to tell him the same thing.
Yeah. So, all right. Etsy. So there's a lot of news going on right now with Etsy.
They're sending me emails left and right.
Are they about what?
About how it's like free shipping all around. And
oh well, yeah, that's been going on for some time.
No, but
now.
like it's like you're really pushing it now because I'm getting like 2 to 3 emails every night.
And so
it's like
they also just changed the way they do your paid for advertising. And before, what I was doing, crawfish, swamp picker, crawfish.
Who says crayfish?
I don't know. He's from down there, so it can't. What you say, crawfish or crayfish? Crawfish.
Crawfish. Right? Crawfish. Nobody.
So crawl all day.
Thank goodness.
So the Etsy is changing their paid advertising. So before, what I was doing was I was paying $5 a day on Google ads through Etsy and $10 a day on Etsy ads. And now they're doing this like 12, and I haven't really figured it out exactly 100% yet, but I'm getting ready to get into that and figure, because I need to, like, just one of those things where I need to talk to somebody, because all this like email and the bulletin boards and all that stuff, it don't answer my questions. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, I will ask a question and you give me an answer and I got another question for that answer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thorough. I pay attention to the details. So because I am I guess you would say, a high volume seller on Etsy, I'm basically being forced to use this like 12% promotion ads, and that counts like it's outside promotion, I guess, where they're pushing your stuff on Etsy, on Google and whatnot. So I mean, that's true, but I think it's a different sort of.
Can we just take a second to show you what Maria's Kitchen has made us this evening? Since we're not going to Puerto Rico, we're going to give you a little look. Do you guys know what this is? Do you guys know what this is right here?
It's hot. That's what it is. Shit.
Does anyone know what this is? Right here. That you eat. The first person who can tell me what this is gets an over the years black flashlight. Thank you. Can't you get it?
No,
that's right.
Tracy was first.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
Who was first?
Oh man, this No.
Yo, who's Eddie? Eddie Plátano. That's right. Plátano. This is Plátano.
Whoa.
My mom.
You put that on these?
Tim doesn't even know how to eat these.
No, because it's funny. Because look, Tim
doesn't even know how to eat these. My mom is pouring ketchup because I like it with salt and ketchup. That's how I eat
my roommate is, for y'all that don't know Authentic, my roommate, he is Haitian, right? And when I was a kid, that was the first time I ever ate plantains was over at his house. And I asked for ketchup and they looked at me like I was crazy.
Because Dominican and Haitians, though we share the same island, culturally we're different. One was colonized by the French, the other was colonized by the Spanish. We eat the same foods, just in different styles. Get it?
Got it.
Okay.
Good. All right. So back to what Tommy was saying about the ads. And I guess it's a different sort of advertising plan, because like if you do Facebook advertising, it's on a budget, basically the same sort of way as far as like a daily dollar amount. But as far as it reaching, it might reach more people, and you can break it down into demographics. And when you're doing Facebook and Instagram ads, and based upon people's interests and likes, that's what is the rest of the plate. It look like fried chicken. Is this for both of us, or is that just for you?
I don't know, Mom.
So, okay. So here's your fork. I don't know why I'm holding your fork.
Your plate is waiting for you.
So with the Etsy thing, they're saying that if you make 20,000 or more a year on Etsy, that's automatically a 12% sort of thing.
But is that fair?
But I don't necessarily know. So I'm not knowledgeable enough on the new situation to do it. And like, that's my own fault that I've been going back and forth on not necessarily paying attention as much as I like to specifically. So I'm going to go dive into those numbers deeply. But fried plantains, yes, they are. So Etsy right now is just kind of like all over the place. But I'm fortunate enough to where the sales are still coming in and out.
This is your plate.
Thank you. And so I'm thankful that I've started to expand onto these other platforms, because there have been days where like I haven't sold anything on Etsy, and then I'll sell 10 things on eBay. Confused Minds wants to know what else is on the plate. Is fried chicken and fried plantains totally against our diet?
Fried chicken. Right here?
No.
And fried plantains.
They're not.
Right here.
I wish they were crab cakes.
We eat those here too.
Yeah, Tommy know about
Not very much
crab
filling.
cakes.
Very little filling. Okay, at that.
So with Depop now I'm looking at how I'm going to revamp Depop. So I just made my first sale on Depop after like 100 listings maybe. And for a while I wasn't listing on Depop because of the situation with List Perfectly. Facts. I mean, using Facebook and Instagram are definitely the way to go. I use those ads a lot for when I was just selling on Etsy primarily. It's good to generate traffic. Now, if you do it, I used to run the same ad on Instagram, on Facebook. And when you run the ad on Facebook, there's an option on the Facebook ads to also run that ad on Instagram. So you're kind of like being able to double down on your money, which is really good.
I don't know about you guys, if you guys have had dinner, but this is amazing. And I really urge you guys to go to your international market near your home if you have one. And just, glance around the aisles and, get some plantains. You can fry them. You can boil them. You can mash them. So good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come down for some crab cakes for sure.
Yeah.
They want to know if your mom fries it in buttermilk wash.
Ooh. Mom.
Ooh. Do you they want to know if you fry the chicken in a buttermilk wash?
I season the chicken with garlic and
Come here.
pepper, lime juice,
Let them know.
She seasons the chicken with garlic,
lime juice,
lime juice,
plenty of that, plenty of garlic,
black pepper,
and
Use oregano.
oregano.
and oregano.
That's it.
That's what and salt. That's what she seasons them in.
But you have to leave it for a few hours.
You have to let it marinate for a few hours. And then what do you fry it in? Wash?
Egg wash.
Egg wash.
Then you take
Cornstarch.
flour,
Flour.
and then you season that with dry garlic.
And then you season that with dry garlic, salt,
black pepper.
black pepper.
And then throw it in the hot oil.
And then throw it in the hot oil.
Wait, it gets nice and crispy.
And wait until it gets nice and crispy.
But I know about
The buttermilk. Yeah, we use that sometimes.
They want to know if you ship those out.
Oh, tell him that I have the best.
Best of DC sign in here. But so yeah, so the Instagram, Facebook ads, I mean, they're so cheap that if you really utilize it properly to your advantage, it's a great thing. Now, with Depop, we're really trying to figure out how to be a little bit more innovative. Dapper, my man, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. If you guys haven't checked out his channel yet, make sure you guys do so. So we're trying to figure out new and innovative ways to kind of like stand out. Not necessarily stand out, but just always trying to push the envelope a little bit. And I feel like Depop giving you the video option as one of the main pictures is something that I haven't utilized yet. And I've seen people, I've scrolled the timeline and I've seen people just like kind of like take a video pan of the actual item. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about creating effects and dope
Lasers.
beats and not like necessarily lasers, but just like, like kind of like distorted views, something that would be like show you the item but not show you the item, to kind of like draw you in,
like a watermark. Just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
So I'm thinking about trying to make like little mini commercials for the Depop items.
Let's do this.
So yeah, so I think like that would be a good way to kind of like jump out on the timeline as far as Depop goes. So that's definitely one thing that I want to try. Now somebody earlier in the chat, I forgot to get to it, wanted to know about how they were thinking about listing some of their higher end items on Etsy.
Why?
And it's interesting because I've kind of done the reverse, where I started listing my high-end items from Etsy onto eBay. Now, I feel like there is this sort of thing where with eBay, with their older people who use eBay, who are spending that sort of money on antiques and collectibles and stuff like that, are using eBay because in their mind it's more of a trusted buyer, platform. So that's just how I feel. Don't take me wrong, I sell high-end things on Etsy too, but it takes longer sometimes, I feel like. So I've been experimenting with like the cross posting of those sort of items. I feel like on Etsy though, you get more money for smaller items on Etsy than you would on eBay. Like I haven't tried to sell any Pyrex on eBay yet, but I feel like.
But is there a need to? I mean, I feel like if you had a complete set, sure, sell it on eBay. But
or a rare item.
You
used all the ketchup from my plate.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna get more.
And this is the other thing. So
no, we haven't.
I haven't started listing my vintage clothes on Etsy yet. I did one that I don't know if you guys remember. I got that satin Chicago Cubs starter jacket, and I had that on eBay, and I got tons of offers, tons of watchers. But now I listed it, I cross-posted it on Etsy, and it sold. So that kind of like sparked me to be like, all right.
And also, I wonder if people actually can make the correlation between like it's you, the same vendor, selling the same item online.
Absolutely.
But no, because I don't think people.
But some people shop on Etsy and don't shop on eBay.
That's absolutely possible.
Some people shop on eBay and don't shop on Etsy.
Right, but I don't think that people keep in mind. I think they're just trying to find like the best price they can get for the item. Period.
Yeah, and I mean, so like it just depends.
So I think it makes a huge difference if you, as the vendor, decide, okay, well, I'm going to sell it for a higher price on Etsy, and then I'll give like a fair price on eBay, hoping to start like a.
Wait, you bought
more.
Gimbal? You bought the Chicago Cubs jacket?
Really?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see if that's true. What is my definition of high end?
Things that sell over $200. I think that's fair.
Well, I would probably. I mean, obviously, when I say high end, I refer to my items of high end.
And that's,
so I only have a few items that are more than $300. So I'd say anywhere from 150 to 300. I
say 200 and up. I say 200.
So we're in that sort of range. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and list some of my vintage clothes on Etsy for sure. Different platforms, different eyeballs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been using Sellhound ever since you told me about it. But I just I try to. I feel like the more platforms you have, the more eyes you have, and this is the other thing too. When it comes to this, Google in itself is going.
It's huge. I feel like it makes a huge difference too on Google.
Yeah, the more times your image is posted on the internet, the more likely it's going to pop up in Google.
I'll get you cash.
Oh no, he didn't buy a Chicago Cubs jacket. He was asking about the high end on Etsy, the sort of items I was going to try and listed at a higher price on Etsy than eBay. Yeah, that's definitely the way that goes. It's just some things just sell higher on Etsy than they do eBay, and vice versa. How are you a Cubs fan, man? You should be an Orioles fan. Can you grab some ketchup, babe?
I don't think so.
So that's where I am with Etsy right now.
Yours is gonna get cold. You have to start eating it, and then I'll talk.
All right. So Josie's gonna take some talking really fast. Does anybody do the real? I don't.
My mom and I shop on the real.
Josie shops on the real.
Mom shops on the real. She likes to buy things like Chanel on the real. But no, I mean, if you have high fashion items, wholly go for the real. I mean, you'd sell it. I think you'd sell it quicker than any other.
That is a good point, Tommy. I mean, I feel like maybe it's like a reverse sort of thing. Maybe they're not necessarily Googling what they're looking for, right? But maybe it comes up in like the search of it and things like that. So
this is the thing. If you look up an item in a search engine, you don't even put it up in like looking in Google. You just put it on like the actual URL portion. It might populate and it might say Google. It might say like, okay, these are the options. This is who has it. And pictures make a huge difference because you can see the condition. You can actually verify whether it's the item that you want. And if it shows up, I'm more likely to press the picture than just the description of a hyperlink, if you catch my meaning. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? True. However, I know a lot of people who go in to the URL, but URL is not just Google. It's also, you could use any other platform like Bing. You could use any other platform and it'll come up still.
I love all pieces of chicken.
Breast is too dry for me. Oh, you like dark meat? He likes dark meat too. Oh, it's not, but thigh is dark meat. Yeah, but I said he likes dark meat. You get it? Did you get it, Mom?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I need questions, guys. Everyone's talking about chicken. You guys, I can tell you guys are hungry. I'm so sorry that I'm just like eating on the corner and not paying mind to the conversation very much, but I was starving. I feel like Poshmark. What is it? I feel that Poshmark is for cheap buyers because I had a Christian Dior that 15 off Poshmark, sending it to the real. Yeah, and they listed it for, and we got a 40% commission. Oh, I didn't realize it was such high of a commission that they received for selling it on that platform. That sucks.
That's crazy.
That's just too high. I don't think I would go for it, honestly.
No, real.
The Real. For those people who are selling items on the Real, they lose out on a lot of money because they receive 40% of the commission from whatever price you sell the item for. That's terrible. I had no idea. Did you get this from the Real? This is what you got from the Real? So guys, let me show you what.
Well, it's not the Real or
So I don't know. Maybe this is from the Real, but this is my mom's newest purchase from the Real. And this is a Jimmy Choo heel. The style looks more of like the aristocratic look, French style. It is metallic. It has a combination of gold and silver to it, so you can two-tone, so you can wear it with so many other options. And it has this nice medallion on it. This is the shoe. So I don't know about selling on the Real, but I sure like to buy from the Real. Okay, let's see. Mama got pockets. So Mama worked really hard. Mama worked for Capital One. Mom worked for Chevy Chase Bank even before it was Capital One. And she was a corporate banker manager for many years, talking over 20 years. And she retired and she focused on her children. And
Opened up Maria's kitchen.
She opened up Maria's kitchen, and we're here just basking in the delights of her food. Questions? Patron. All right. What does that say?
No more questions.
Does anyone have any questions for us? I like questions. Because that means I hope I can answer them. No more questions. It's okay, guys.
I think we've bored them to death.
I think so. I think you guys are ready to eat and have meals of your own. And
Dwayne!
You're tired of seeing us, chew. So I think this is a good moment, babe.
Did you ever work at Indirect Auto Finance?
Who?
For Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
I used to interact with a lot of people over the phone, but
Somebody just asked if you worked at Indirect Auto Finance at Chevy Chase by any chance.
no, but I knew the folks there.
Oh, well, she knew the folks there. But you were more of a trainer, right? For practices and programs. So she was a trainer and then a manager in customer service. But you were located in the Laurel office and you were in the call center area? You were in the call center area. Okay. That's from recollection. She used to take me to work. Your trip canceled. How the hell is the proposal going to go down? I don't know. I'm just over here just waiting to see how it just unveils. I'm so excited. Wherever it is, whenever it comes, hopefully soon.
All right. I have a question.
Don't know. We're still on this question. Do you want to answer it? Are you going to answer this question?
I'm spending a little bit of time every day thinking about how to ask Josie to marry me.
Really?
That makes you feel any better, Josie?
No, it doesn't.
She sends me emails about it.
it's not so much the thinking part, it's the execution. So let's just put it that way.
Y'all watching like they watching right now.
So it's not like a funny matter because I'm really serious about it. But you guys see me laughing. But once the cameras are gone, it's a different situation. And I become Jackie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So next question.
I have a question. Do you guys think that I should do... It is improper grammar, man. I told you, I just be messing with y'all. I'm actually a very highly educated, profound public speaker. But there you go, my man. Sir, not. There. See?
Yes. That's what I have in my mind. That's what I picture currently.
My question is, what do you guys think I should do for the glasses and session videos? Should I do them pre-recorded, or should I do them live, or should I do a combination of the two? So like, I was thinking maybe dropping like a pre-recorded video for like the first part of the glasses and session, and then doing like a live follow-up to kind of answer like questions that people may have about it. Combo, right? That's what I thought.
I think that'll do well. I think that'll give people an opportunity to form questions. Questions. All right, let's do our last question before we part, because Josie has to get ready for work.
Thank you, Jody and Kent, for answering my question.
Oh, Kent, we're not going to touch on that touchy subject because I think that I've already expanded enough information, but he knows what cut and what color. So let's just keep it at that.
Where's the after party?
I do love princess rings. Ma Dukes does too. She has shown me a couple that she's fond of, but princess is very nice. I like the pear, like the tear shape. That's the one that I really like.
Which one? Pear?
It's like the tear, yeah.
Oh, I know.
I'm not a patient person at all. So that's interesting that you should ask that. Not all videos are live, even if...
I think it's a joke.
Is it a joke? Because someone asked me that the other day, and I was just like, even if you're watching a podcast on YouTube, doesn't
Grailed?
mean that it's live. So I don't know if that's a joke, but no, you didn't. You have a new subscriber, though.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you, guys. I forgot to tell everybody, we cracked 800 subscribers and 1,000 hours of watch time. So we need 200 more subscribers and 3,000 more hours of watch time.
3,000
more hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then this is going to become a pajama party. I don't know if you guys are interested, but like on Saturdays, does anyone have a show on Saturdays? I think that we should have pajama parties.
I'm going to probably do like lives all week.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay. That's fine.
Saturday Night Live with Tim and Josie.
I don't know if I'm that funny, actually. But I would love to be part of like SNL one day. You think I'm funny?
Oh, you're hilarious.
I think there's a difference though. People have to understand there is laughing with and laughing at. I like to be able to laugh with people and not laugh at people.
I cannot wait for that.
Oh, that would be really nice. You guys should do that. 6 hours though?
Yeah. I mean, one of these days I'm going to do a 24-hour. live.
Did you hear that? I don't know if that's like the best practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it once I'm able to do a live from my phone. Like once I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Try to get the Chinese, the Australian, everybody to come up.
Yeah, everybody from every country gets a little turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All Tim all the time. I don't know. People might go crazy. Yo, this was so good.
Wasn't it? Go wash your hands. Don't trip though. That was close. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, we really appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to listen to us. I don't know what we could possibly tell you that is so fascinating and interesting besides the things that we collect and sell. I'm typically not in these videos because I choose to collect for myself rather than, you know, sell the items. And that's okay with me. I like to hoard things until I'm ready to release them out into the world, like shoes and purses and clothing. Now, Tim is going to come back. We're going to close out. He's going to thank specific individuals, but there's like this one person that I want to thank for being consistent, for really showing us the way of the land and just bringing us out into the world. And I want to thank Tracy. Tracy, I'm so sorry that I'm not going to the convention. I'm not going to be there to drink wine with you, unfortunately, because I've started this new job.
And Tommy too.
And yeah, Tommy too. And I'm also part of a play and I'm assisting it as a manager. I cannot leave and be a part of it, but we must come up with an opportunity to do that.
Yes. All right. So thank you guys, as always, for joining us. We hope you all had a good time. We had a good time. Pyrex cleaning videos coming really soon, guys.
Am I doing that or
No.
are you doing it? Or
I think me and my Dukes. My Duke's a legend coming out.
yeah. She's got that elbow grease.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you guys very much, as always. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Like how it's how
Is that a question?
No.
Say it with like conviction.
I was being sarcastic. But make sure you guys subscribe to everybody else on this channel, because that's how like I found other people, and now I have all these like awesome channels I follow and I learn from. So it's been a lot of fun. All I want to know is where's the after party, because I have a lot of listings to do tonight, and I'm hoping somebody else in here is going to be going live. Chris, Fifth Beast, CQ, maybe you going live tonight? Cernock, late night live. Rob and Lisa, late night live. Who's it gonna be? All right, everybody, have a good night. Peace.
Bye.